Today I'm diving into a full review of online-therapy.com, a platform designed around cognitive behavioral therapy and accessible entirely from your browser. When you land on the homepage, you're greeted with a clean and calming interface. Right away, it highlights its structured therapy programs, worksheets, messaging, and video sessions. What stands out initially is how the site is heavily based on CBT principles. The sign-up process is straightforward. No need to dig around for where to begin, and the questionnaire is short but decently informative. Once you're in, the dashboard is neatly organized. There are daily journals, activity planners, and sections for worksheets that you complete over time. These are reviewed by your assigned therapist, who provides personalized feedback. One thing to note is that this isn't your typical talk therapy. The experience here is more structured, almost like an online course, but with a human element added via messaging and optional live sessions. Therapists respond within a day, sometimes sooner, and you get access to messaging 5 days a week. That part is great, but if you're looking for around-the-clock interaction, this may not be the right fit. Also, while the messaging support is solid, live video sessions are only included in certain plans, which can get pricey. The therapy toolbox is rich with resources, but how effective it is depends on your engagement. You have to be willing to do the work. The site doesn't spoon-feed emotional relief. It gives you tools to build your own. There's a meditation section, yoga videos, and even mood tracking built in. However, the mobile experience isn't as seamless. It's usable, but clearly optimized for desktop, which might be frustrating if you're mostly on the go. I was one meme away from diagnosing myself. Then I remembered it's 2025, opened AirDR, found a doctor, and finally exhaled. This and many other useful links you can find in the description. In terms of therapist quality, my experience was positive. The feedback I got was thoughtful, but you don't get the depth of connection you might find with traditional in-person therapy. The tone of interaction can sometimes feel templated, depending on who you're matched with. There's also no direct therapist browsing option. You're assigned someone based on the initial questionnaire. That can be hit or miss. I appreciated the structured nature, especially if you're someone who benefits from guided progression. If you prefer a more open-ended, conversational approach to therapy, this might feel a little rigid. But for people dealing with anxiety, depression, or stress and who are ready to take action through CBT, it's a legitimate option. In terms of pricing, it's not the cheapest. You're paying for structure, therapist support, and a CBT framework. The basic plan doesn't include live sessions, which can be disappointing for those expecting real-time interaction. Still, compared to traditional therapy, the cost is fair for the value you get, as long as you actually use the tools. Would I recommend it? It depends. For anyone looking to get started with CBT in a practical, low-barrier way, online-therapy.com offers an organized and resource-rich approach. But it won't replace deep one-on-one therapy or emergency mental health support. It's a solid supplemental option or a starting point for people new to therapy. If you bit on the fence, I hope this walkthrough gave you a clear idea of what to expect. Be sure to drop your own experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear how it worked, or didn't, for you. If this helped you out at all, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more honest reviews on mental health tools and platforms.